As dietitians, I mean, one of our biggest specialty is personalizing advice. And I know a lot of other allied healthcare professionals do that too really well. How do you communicate the importance of tailoring dietary choices to individual needs?
This is what worked for me, so it's going to work for you too, is a red flag. And I think it's like one of those things that when you tell people, you have individualized needs that are unique to you. And it's like they kind of are relieved to hear that because I think they innately know that, but they think, well, okay, I got to try this, I got to try that. And I think one example is like especially with people with diabetes, they might hear, well, vegan or vegetarian is healthy, or like more like paleo, or high protein, low carb. Either end of that spectrum or in the middle could work for somebody with diabetes. If they, like more vegetables and less protein and less meat, and that's kind of their preferences, I say let's start there. If they say, well, my blood sugars are still a little high, maybe I want to try to cut back on some of the carbohydrates, still in a moderate way, but and just maybe increase some of my proteins, then we can kind of make that shift and see how that's working for them. Some people do great with a higher protein, low carb. Other people like, no way, that's just not the foods that I like, and it would be really hard. And so I think that message that what are your preferences? What can you stick with long term? Let's tweak that instead of flip flopping it and doing something dramatic the other way.
100%. And then there's the people's lifestyle too. I mean, I've been working with a lot of patients lately, and they were like in the middle of sports season at school, and they're like, I'm super busy all day and I'm working. And then starting from 5 to 8 p.m., I'm driving multiple children around the city for different sports events. And they're like, but I want to, like, cook more. I want to, work out more. And I'm like, how are we going to do this? We have to figure it out together, because I can't just be like,
Just do it.
just do it, it'll be fine, because it's not, because we have to think about this person's individual situation and the challenges.
Yeah.
You mentioned red flags, and I want to talk about red flags. So whatever I do is perfect, you should do it. That's one. We see a lot of that. What
Yeah.
else is a red flag for you?
Yeah. So, like I said, the MyFitnessPal survey, there's 5 that I'll list out. Extreme dietary or nutritional claims. If it sounds too good to be true, maybe question it. Simplistic science. If something's oversimplified, even some people who are, they mean well, like eat less, move more. To me, I'm like, how meaningful is that? What does that really mean for a person? It's a little oversimplified. An overemphasis or reliance on supplements and vitamins. That's like we do want to do food first, and there's definitely a role for supplements and vitamins, absolutely. But not like, oh, here's like, it's the big focus, right? The one size fits all approach that we've been talking about, that's a red flag. And really, this is a big one: deviation from established dietary guidelines. So anything that's cutting out an entire food group, or that says this is all bad, and kind of turning it upside down and being like, you should do the opposite, when you see all these like reels or ads or whatever, like, what's the one food you should never eat? It's like, how about food that's spoiled?
Never eat food that's spoiled.
Right?
I love it. I love it. It's good advice.
So those
I
are
think
those are 5 red flags. Oh, there's some trigger phrases to watch for also.
ooh, yeah.
The secret doctors won't tell you.
Yes.
Hate that one.